Is there an art and science to success? The answer is yes, yes, and yes. In my previous broadcast, we looked at definitions of success. In this regard, we looked at three stages or levels of success. We also went on to look at the art of success, and a lot of information was shared here. I encourage you to go back and look at the two previous broadcasts to really catch up with where we have started. Today, I want us to look at the science of success. And what is the science of success? Now, let me say this. Art becomes science when it has predictable outcome with the highest degree of accuracy. And I repeat this. Art becomes science when it has predictable outcome with the highest degree of accuracy. An example that I want to give here is that when you use antibiotic, you're using antibiotic because you have predictable expectations. You have expectations. You want to deal with some ailment, and you see that the antibiotic will be able to help you to attain that predictable outcome. When you use Zaradel also plays that pivotal role in perhaps helping to relieve you of pain. So you use Zaradel because you have predictable outcome. The same principle applies to melatonin. The majority of people that are going to be using melatonin, they're using melatonin because they want a better night's sleep, and sleep is so important. So you use all of these things because you have predictable outcome. Now, in the previous broadcast, we looked at many examples. We talked about how to leverage music, dance, speech, comedy, dramatic performance to realize predictable outcome with the highest degree of accuracy. The question that you want to ask yourself here, can you really leverage music and dance and speech and comedy and dramatic performance to attain predictable outcome with the highest degree of accuracy? Because it is the ability to do this that really will help you to better understand the science in doing what you are doing. Now, how often have you played music and or listened to music and a certain feeling ignites in you? Now, with the right study, the right data, the right information, when you understand people, you're able to now leverage either music and dance and speech and comedy and dramatic performance to attain this same predictable outcome. And we'll talk a little bit more about that just now. And this is a subject matter, the science of success, that you really want to learn and apply and master, because this relates to every aspect of success that you're going to be going after. We also looked at another unusual phase of science. We also talk about money in the form of art, and this is how to leverage money, which is debt and equity and credit and creative financing and hard money lending, to attain predictable outcome. Are you able to leverage money to attain predictable outcome? It is the ability to leverage money in such a way to attain predictable outcome with the highest degree of accuracy that makes your knowledge of leveraging money become just more than an art. It's now a science, because you now know exactly what to do to attain the predictable outcome. Now, one of the things that we talk about very often is that most people see the end results, but most people never see the process that they can use that's going to help them to attain the predictable outcome with the highest degree of accuracy consistently. So I'm going to give a few examples here today. Now, there's a right and wrong way in which you should invest in income producing asset. One form of income producing asset could be real estate. So one of the things you don't want to do is to buy real estate above market price. It makes much better sense to invest in relationship when you can acquire it below market price. Why? Because several things happen. Because you win from the time you purchase. And the reason that you're going to win from the time you purchase is because you're purchasing real estate with equity in it. And the equity gives you leverage. So from the get-go here, because you're purchasing a piece of real estate with equity in it, it already tells you your predictable outcome. The predictable outcome here with the highest degree of accuracy is that you can purchase, you can obtain this property, and you can now take out the equity. So let's take, for example, you purchase a property for $250,000, but the equity in that estate is $100,000 above the price that you would have paid. That means that you have $100,000 that you can now take out of that estate and leverage it into other income producing assets. So you have one asset that is going to be working for you. You take out now the equity that you can leverage now into additional income producing asset and keep this cycle of predictable outcome with the highest degree of accuracy continuously rolling. This in itself is art. You need to understand the environment in which you're doing business in, the environment in which you're going to be applying the art and science to attain the level of success that you want to attain. To effectively do this, you need data. And that's why we at the High Net Worth Investors Guide, we continue to speak a lot about collecting sensitive data, analyzing sensitive data, applying sensitive data, and mitigating sensitive data. Now, I know all of this may sound complicated to you, and if it is sounding complicated to you and it is scaring you away, perhaps this is the reason why most people never attain their success story, because when things look a little tough, when things get tough, you run away from it. Now, if you stay through this program and also you become a part of our community, I'm making a commitment at the High Net Worth Investors Guide. We're going to work with you to provide you with mentorship, coaching, and all other support to ensure that you learn, apply, and master this concept. So in the future, you will be able to effectively apply the art and science of success in all aspects of your life. So I trust you would have enjoyed today's podcast. Remember to like, subscribe, and share so you will be forced to get these programs on a regular basis. Be blessed and see you in the next broadcast.